Live news event now. The Constitutional Court at this time is now ruling whether Cash Paymaster Services contract with the Social Security Agency should be extended for another 6 months. The grants agency, you remember, applying to extend the contract, allowing for a transitional phase between the Post Office and CPS. These are live pictures coming to us from the Constitutional Court in Braamfontein.
30 days of the completion of the period of the contract, CPS must file with this court an audited statement of the expenses incurred, the income received, and the net profit earned under the contract. Sassa must immediately thereafter obtain an independent audited verification of the details provided by CPS under paragraph 4.3. 4.5. The audited verification must be approved by National Treasury and filed by Sassa with this court within 60 days of the completion of the contract. 4.6. CPS must permit the auditors appointed by Sassa to have unfettered access to its financial information for this purpose. 5. The Minister and Sassa must file reports on the implementation of the order at the end of April and each subsequent month until the end of August 2018. 6. If there is any material change in respect of any matter contained in a report contemplated in paragraph 5, the Minister and Sassa must immediately report on affidavit to this court and explain the reasons for and consequences of the change. 7. Sassa must ensure that the payment method it determines, 7.1, contains adequate safeguards to ensure that the personal data of beneficiaries obtained in the payment process remains private and may not be used for any purpose other than payment of the grants or any purpose sanctioned by the Minister in terms of Section 23 and 4 of the Social Assistance Act. And 7.2 precludes a contracting party from inviting beneficiaries to opt in to the sharing of confidential information for the marketing of goods and services. 8. The panel of experts appointed by this court shall, 8.1, evaluate the implementation of cash payments of social grants during the 6-month period. 8.2, evaluate the steps proposed or taken by Sassa for any competitive bidding process or any other processes aimed at the appointment of a new contractor or contractors for the cash payments of social grants by Sassa in terms of Section 4.2a of the South African Social Security Agency Act 9 of 2004. 8.3, evaluate the steps proposed or taken by Sassa aimed at Sassa itself administering and paying the grants in the future. And 8.4, file reports on affidavit with this court by 15 May 2018 and by the 15th of every subsequent month until 15 September 2018 for the 6-month period commencing 1 April 2018, setting out the steps they have taken to evaluate the matters referred to in paragraphs 8.1 to 8.3, the results of the evaluations and any recommendations they consider necessary. 9. The former Minister of Social Development, Ms. Batabile Dlamini, and the Acting Chief Executive Officer of Sassa, Ms. Pearl Bengu, are hereby ordered to show cause by way of affidavits why A, they should not be joined in these proceedings in their personal capacities, and B, they should not be held personally liable to pay costs or any portion thereof. 9.1, the affidavits referred to in paragraph 9 must be filed by 16 April 2018. 9.2, should any party wish to file any affidavit in response, it must do so by 25 April 2018. 9.3, should Ms. Batabile Dlamini and Ms. Pearl Bengu desire to file further affidavits in response, they may do so by 30 April 2018. 10. Pending the finalization of this matter, costs are reserved. I hand down the order. Court will rise.
So taking about 3 or 4 minutes, the Constitutional Court ordering that Sassa may continue to work with CPS, that's a Cash Paymaster Services, for a 6-month period to pay social grants, but, as you've just heard, several conditions, including detailed reporting to the court on making arrangements for Sassa's own administering of grants. The Minister must file monthly reports, and they must update the Constitutional Court on any changes on the arrangement, and Sassa must ensure the personal data of beneficiaries remains private and is used for no other purposes than the payment of social grants. So that emerging in the Constitutional Court in the last few moments. We're back live in Braamfontein. My colleague Erin Bates, who's working that story, will wrap the whole thing up for us. And obviously we will endeavour throughout the course of the afternoon to get response and reaction to that.